Hi, everybody. Chris Swanson here, the Sheriff of Genesee County. Welcome to another weekly briefing. We treat every dead body as a homicide until proven otherwise. Every missing 15-year-old is treated as a kidnapping until proven otherwise, and that's where we are at today. I'm going to talk about both cases. Yesterday, we were asked by Genesee Township Police to assist them in an investigation where a 15-year-old, the day before, on Monday, was seen on video leaving Kearsley High School with a 54-year-old male. The 15-year-old, I'm going to put her picture up right now, is identified as Norina Horton. We don't believe that she is in danger of being harmed, perhaps more than what she already is, but we do know that she's with or without consent, a 54-year-old individual named Robert Tramble. Robert Tramble has a criminal history dating back to 1988 of robbery, unarmed, homicide, second degree, carrying of concealed weapons, felon in possession of a weapon, possession of ammunition, resisting and obstruction. This is all 2016, 1998, all the way up to 2019. Felony firearms, carrying of concealed weapons, possession of firearm. We know that Genesee Township got the call from a DHHS, which is Department of Health and Human Services, because our 15-year-old is a ward of the state of Michigan through DHHS. She was being overseen by a foster family, and when this 15-year-old did not report to school on Tuesday, that's what prompted Genesee Township to be notified, and we were brought in to help with search warrants. Now, here's where we are right now. We've written multiple search warrants. We found that Ms. Horton had two phones. She had what we call a burner phone and her own phone. And we, based on our investigation, noticed that around Ballinger and Raskob area, there's an apartment complex there. All night that phone is pinging in that area, but we were not able to find her. We have teams out, and we have all day and all night that are over in the Genesee Township, Indian Hills area, as well as over off Court and Ryan. The reason we're at Court and Ryan is because we were able to track the vehicle that she was in, which is a 2011 black pickup truck. This is a Tahoe. You'll notice that this vehicle is the actual vehicle. It's got aftermarket rims. We believe that it's got a taillight out, either left or right side, and that license plate is Edward Robert John 7510. It's a 2011 Chevy Tahoe. Last seen there at Kearsley High School on the 6th, and we do know that there was no force getting into the vehicle, but because she is 15 and cannot legally consent, we don't know what's happening. So I have two messages. Number one, Horton, if you're listening, we want to give you a place to come that's safe. We want to make sure that your story is heard. Once she is in our custody and safe, and we do our assessment, we have already reached out to Voices for Children to do a what we call a forensic interview to debrief what happened these last 3 days. We also want Tramble to do the right thing. When you're in custody and you have with you a 15-year-old, whether it's a missing, a runaway, or kidnapped, we don't know that, but we're treating it as such. That's why we need you to come forward. He's not on parole, he's not on probation, he does have a criminal history, but we need to put these pieces together. We've been asked by Genesee Township, we've been asked by the Kearsley High School administration to pursue this case, to put some closure to it, and as you know from years of ghost stories, this population is the most vulnerable when it comes to those that could be trafficked or could be exploited in any way. That's why we are putting our efforts and our assets towards finding this 15-year-old girl. Any questions so far on that? We're asking the public, if you've seen this vehicle, a 2011 black Tahoe that has those aftermarket tires and rims, to call 911. If you see Horton, a 15-year-old female, in any location whatsoever, if you're Snapchatting with her, if you're on Instagram with her, if you are on TikTok with her and she gives information, call 911. And of course, if you see the suspect, who's a suspect now, a 54-year-old male black, Robert Tramble, to call 911. That's what we need the public to do right now.
Any relation between the two?
The question is the relation between the two. We know there's no family relation, but our investigation shows that there may have been contact in the past, maybe even with Tramble and this 15-year-old's birth mother, who does not have custody of her. But these are some questions that we need to get answers to. Right now, the school DHHS, they want to find Horton and start putting the pieces back together.
Any reason to believe she's in danger right now?
She is in danger. I believe that until proven otherwise, which is the reason why we are so adamant on getting her identified. You cannot just let a 15-year-old walk away from a public high school and have no accountability to where she is, who's with her, is she safe, is she not? And that's why when Ghost was called in to assist and now lead the investigation, we appreciate Genesee Township and their trust in us. We are working in concert with them, but we treat it as such until proven otherwise. I'm hoping that she's not in any danger physically, that nothing's taken place so far, but the circumstances and the history of what we've done, it may be a danger that we don't know yet, but we're putting it all together and we're going to find out.